Anyway, we've got 2 AI special guests this week, Mark. Don't worry.
I think you just keep them in your house, Ian. You've got them kidnapped, and you get them to do your
Grantham.
What?
kidnapped in Grantham. G-Town.
Yes, it's Isaac Newton and Margaret Thatcher. No, it's not.
Yeah, G-Town on the map. This would be like a red-handed cold case in like 20 years' time. There's the story of the G-Town.
A Channel 4 documentary.
Yeah.
With Ian's face plastered on the front of it.
Oh, we've got a few in already. Welcome
podcast.
in, Kerry, Paul, Master Laxus 42, and Mega Lucarios.
Welcome. Z,
Welcome
yes, because
to
the Z form of its Mega got announced today. That will be Francesco.
Oh, how do you find time to keep up to date with all this news?
Because Francesco spammed me. I had no choice.
What is it? A Z form of what?
It's a new
Pokemon?
Mega Lucario.
He did actually post it on X, actually. Go, oh, hello, Mega Lucario.
A Mega Luigi.
When it's in Pokemon Go, I'll worry about it. So,
Yeah, God knows when it's
Still
going
got a
to
few
rock
years
into
to go before
Pokemon
you
Go.
need to worry about that. But welcome in,
I still need to
everybody.
make a Pikachu.
Yes, it's good to have Patreon Gold member.
Oh, hello.
Oh, but make a Pikachu comes out. That'd be so cool, won't it?
Mega Pikachu.
Hey, it's me, Pikachu.
I hope that they release the new Mega Suit. That recycle the old one is becoming boring.
Yeah, something like that.
Don't
that's
worry,
true,
the
Francesco,
Kalos
yeah.
tour will help.
Yes.
Don't worry.
When you get to Mega
Bing,
Zygarde.
bam.
We're here to observe 3 individuals in their native habitat, Pogo Milo UK, Ian Waterfall, and Masterful 27. Each week, they attempt to create a...
It sounds like
Milo's
Westworld when
trying
the
to
robot
mix
goes
David
wrong.
Attenborough.
I don't know what's going on with
That sounded like Westworld when he's got his dad in the cage that he's trying to bring back to life and as an AI, and he keeps
and
freaking
occasionally
out.
take the mickey out of each other, as only they and Clarkson, Hammond, and May can.
Welcome to episode 252 of the Incense podcast. Before we get going, it's time to...
Slap on the incense, boys. It's time to go.
And this week on the show, we are going to be talking about, well, let's face it, it's been December for a week, but what to expect in the coming 3 weeks in December. We're going to talk about Kalos Tour, and we are going to answer a listener question. And Whitfield stuck to my challenge, and he's bringing us a pub quiz later in the show. I'm Ian Waterfall, and with me, as always, we have Marky Boy, Masterful27, and Whitfield, Pogo, Milo, UK. Boys, how are we doing?
Very good, Ian. Very good. All right, thank you. Yeah, doing all right, yeah. I've done a bit of reference, Ian, bringing back the old car references. 252. I'm better than the Bugatti 252 that never made it past... a protocol, or prototype stage, I should say.
We don't need to talk
Prototype
about
stage.
cars
isn't
because
it?
I'm going to talk to everybody from the 80s and 90s in the UK. Little famous radio station called Atlantic 252
Ooh,
was on the airwaves
Atlantic.
a very, very long time ago, before Milo was even swimming around waiting to fertilise an egg.
Atlantic 252.
Yes.
That was. It broadcast. To be fair, mine might have been around 2001. I think it stopped.
Yeah, Milo's a 95
broadcasting.
baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Baby. The boat that rocked. It brings back memories of that film. Great film.
The boat or the...
The goats that rocked.
Mine is
Wow.
when he broke his promise of going light on the old soundboard.
Milo goes before we started recording. He goes, I'm not going to span the soundboard very much tonight.
Well, you just keep setting me up, so I am doing
We
fantastically,
kind
thank you.
of have to. So, Whitfield, how has your week been, apart from having a tickly, scratchy throat?
What?
That's what you said before we
Yes,
started recording.
I did.
No soundbite for that.
No, I'm doing all right. Hopefully it will bugger off sooner rather than later. But in for a good show because, as you mentioned last week, we've got some absolutely, well, excuse the pun, but potentially mega news
Potentially.
about Kalos Tour.
Yes.
So where you deliver it, Milo.
Yeah.
So where you deliver it.
Mega is definitely a word we'd use for the global
Hashtag
Kalos Tour.
recycle.
Hashtag. But before we do get going, housekeeping.
How are you, Vasa?
Me? Well,
That's the housekeeping.
Yeah, Milo. Yeah, Ian, come on.
so I was saying to Marky, actually, when you went to Lavatoire earlier, that
My favourite holiday
I'm
destination.
actually okay. It's the craziest time of year at work. Christmas always is in transport, so very, very exhausted. Went to the works Christmas party on Saturday. Wasn't drinking, was driving, and still managed to crawl into the house at 2:30 a.m. Sunday
I
morning.
still managed to crash.
Proud of you, Ian.
Well done, sir.
Yes. So yeah, we're looking for a good show as we edge closer and closer to 2025's Christmas show, which is coming up in just a couple of weeks.
It'll be here before you know it.
It will.
Aye.
But before we get
Aye.
into some really bad accents, let us get through the important part of the show. So thank you for tuning into the Incense podcast. And if you do get anything that you want to shout about, whether it was due to listening this show or just something pretty cool that you caught that you really want to sort of flex, post it on social, X, Instagram, potentially Threads or Blue Sky, probably not, let's be honest.
Nope.
Atting Incense podcast, but using the hashtag Shinies of the Week.
I'm sorry, could you clarify the spelling? Ian didn't get that.
Yes, the
No one
hashtag
got it,
is
that's awful.
SHINISOFTHEWEEK. There are, of course, other ways you can contact the show. There's the good old email, contact@incensepodcast.com. There is the fan mail or messages button on, I think it's Apple Podcasts, maybe Spotify. There's some platforms where you can do that.
Oh
Or
no. So it's been a while since I've been on the soundboard, and Ian has abbreviated various things, and I have no idea who these people are because it's just a load of initials.
Hi, it's AI Will Smith, and
Oh
you
my
can
God.
send Incensed Podcast a WhatsApp voice message on +4 4759 269 5696.
thank you, Will Smith. Of
Why
course.
does he read numbers so weirdly?
I love how he clarifies he's the AI Will Smith and not the.
I
Was that
figured
a
after
legal
the last
requirement?
few weeks, I'd better get these guys to clarify that they are the AI versions of themselves.
Just in case anyone's confused that we somehow got Will Smith to record
or
a soundbite
Joe
for our
Biden or
podcast.
Donald Trump or Joe Rogan or anyone else, David Attenborough.
Oh my god, I
Very good.
didn't know you guys had those connections. Really?
Whitfield does.
Yeah,
You have more connection than me. You have a website you download these from.
That is true. That is very, very true. But this past week in Pokemon Go, we'll do the usual catch-up. This last weekend, Dynamax Lugia we called it, was the battle weekend. Pretty underwhelming in my eyes. And Pikipek Community Day. Boys, let's have a quick couple of minutes before we get into what is a very, very news-heavy show.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as a weekend to finish not only a month of November, but an entire season, it could be worse, but equally it could have been a lot better. So, I mean, which one do we want to go with? Do you want to go with Deluded or the
Let's go
Pekka?
with Deluded because that was
Deluded.
2 whole days, which, to be honest, not many people wanted to jump into the battles that I was sending invites out for. Don't know about you boys.
I was okay.
Say people do battle with you two. For some reason, I send them out and people are like, no, you're okay, thank you.
That Vassafal, I don't know what it is
No.
about him, but I don't like being in a lobby with him.
Pretty much.
After the whole shenanigans with Eevee, I was not going to push for Lugia at all. I did in total, I think I did like 23 battles. If I don't get one sort of in the roughly the 20 thing, I'm not going to lose sleep over not having a deluded shiny. So quite a few of them ran. They were tricky little blighters to catch.
Yeah, I did have a couple run, now you mention it.
Again, not the worst thing necessarily in the world, but it is really irritating when you consider you're spending 800 max particles or potentially the additional remote raid pass, and the thing runs away from you despite throwing however many excellence. Because unlike Shadow Lugia, this thing doesn't attack you in 0.01 seconds. It just
But when
sits there.
it does attack, it will wipe out your mons. I don't know if you experienced this. I was
Yes.
targeted a few times and it was just tenacious. And also, surprisingly, we know that Lugia's a tanky Pokemon, but it was a tough one to take down. Even sometimes with parties of 4, it could actually give you a run for your money. Milo's like, I don't know what you're talking about. We did this.
I'm more concerned, Ian, that you had been targeted over this event, you poor thing.
I'm always
You
targeted,
poor little...
Mark.
Have you had some counselling?
Yeah, it did, Ian, to be fair. Like, I mean, I only did, I think, 4 battles for it over the weekend. So, like, as Milo said, I've got no love for D-Max Pokemon, because when G-Max ones come out, that's probably where there's a little bit more play for them.
Yeah, but remember, not every Pokemon has a G-Max form.
Good. Good.
Fair.
I don't want that.
Well, not yet. They're still creating them.
No,
aren't they?
let's
They
wait
go
for
along.
Legends.
Yeah, there's new
Galar.
generations coming, yeah.
Legends
Gen
Galar
10's
is going to
not
bring
far
out
away.
every Pokemon gets a G-Max, even actually Caterpie with G-Max would be funny.
That
It would be.
good.
Yeah, so, I mean...
I know it's boring, Marky, but how did your 4 battles end?
4 battles, nothing shiny, and I used the Master Ball on one of them. There you go.
I did
Throw
see that on your
into
vlog, and I'm like, you're insane. When you're like, shall? I'm like, no, it's got bad IVs, and you're like, I'm going to do it. I'm like, no.
I admired
Shouting
the
off phone,
commitment.
you're like, you fool.
I really did.
The thing was, it was the best IVs I'd had all day. So there wasn't, I knew it was the best one, and I knew I'd had one that was a bit lower than that, which was half decent. So in my simple mind, I was thinking, well, it's going to be up there. And like I said, you can't take them with you when you leave this world, your Master Balls, unfortunately. So you might as well just use
It's
them.
not like my
I
D-Max
take
Eevee.
all
They're
of
waiting
my 6 with me.
on the other side of the pearly gates for you.
Do you know what? Thumbnail clickbaits and that, we thrive on that world. Well, I did use it, everyone.
There's
so
no clickbait
listen,
there. It's legit.
You
it was
did
legit,
actually
to be
use
fair.
it.
So 4 raids, nothing shiny.
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah.
It's uninspiring.
Yeah, I did a
The
few
game
more
kind
than
of feels
that.
like that.
How many
But
did you battle in?
Similar outlook to Mark. I did about 10 and no shinies, and the best was 2097, which was, I think it was like 90 something percent. It wasn't great. Low 90s.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I was no shiny out of the 23 I did, and I got one that was somewhat decent. I think it was like a 93.
Yeah.
Jesus, those shinies from 23. Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
As we've seen with various other things, you can crack on and do 50 plus and not get anything. But it was that thing of, it's Lugia. I don't particularly like personally as a Pokemon. I know that might ruffle many feathers in the Pokemon scene.
No, but Lugia, we've said this over the last nearly 5 years, that Lugia is just dead.
It was
I
when
know
I
some
was
people
looking
like it, but-
online at people trying to justify where you might want to use it in the D-Max meta and everything. And like, versus G-Max Machamp, it's the second best tank. And you're like, yeah, but that's only when it's D-Maxed in regular battle. I mean, it might be quite a good tank, but you are looking at one very specific G-Max battle. And you think, is it worth piling
Precisely.
in
Is it worth it?
the
I think
resources?
The short answer is no.
No.
So that's enough talk about Lugia.
Yes.
Yeah, I
you've
agree, Mark.
deluded.
So moving on to something that we would have found shiny. Pikipek Community today.
Our favourite
We all went
bird.
out and did a few pecker checks.
Checking plenty of peckers.
I was very limited because I was away all weekend. So Sunday I was very much deep in the rainforests of Thatcham. Therefore, I'd say that in a
It's
sentence.
kind of a right place to find a pecker.
Yeah. So,
Hidden in the
but
woods.
no, I played it for about 10 minutes. I didn't have any time to really play it, which I didn't mind actually, because at the end of the day, I did say I was going to play a bit of December. And there's a couple I still need.
So you're out today then, catching your peckers?
Today.
On release day is Sunday
yes.
of
Oh,
Community Weekend.
possibly.
we
We'll
just-
see. We'll see.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Hey, listen, I've changed my whole attitude on community days. They've lost what they used to be. They don't exactly
Yeah.
give me any enjoyment or any excitement anymore. I think maybe that's a game of 8
Maybe
years of
they
playing
would
it
if they
now.
actually released a good Pokemon for the Community Day.
Yeah.
Just saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got 2 shinies, 2 or 3 shiny Pikipeks.
That's more than you need,
Well,
really.
you
Yeah.
only need 3.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I got a shiny with a background, so that was nice.
There you go, nice.
But yeah, it was. I was quite pleased that I was doing some. Okay, I don't want to. I'm not going to say that actually. But yeah. So yeah, did as much as I could with the time that I had available. But I'm sure if I know you boys well, and I'm predicting here, Ian would have played it for maybe a couple of hours, and Milo's played it for 4 hours because he's done the time jump and found an hour somehow.
I did many better than that because, of course, we had the lure bonus.
Oh, you didn't, Whitfield.
Yes, or rather, shall I say, people who were at the pub put the lures down. So it was able to keep catching them. I don't know. As Marcus said, yeah, the community days very much have lost their shine. But then you've got to I took the crumb of comfort of it's a new shiny family. If you
Yes.
catch them on this community day, they have the chance for background, and the background shiny light was really good for this one actually compared to the translucent testy. I got 5 or 6 with a background, and
Wow.
Some were off daily incense. Not one was from a lure. With that lure bonus, they were from either wild incense or research tasks. So, right podcast plug. There you go. I don't know how many I think I ended up with like 48 shinies in total. Again, yeah, you might have to think, what are you going to do with them? Probably bin them, in all honesty.
After you've traded them.
That's not enough. Actually, this season does have 2 special trades per day, but that still isn't enough to get through all the peckers.
Milo loves a pecker.
What was your best pecker then?
My best pecker. I think the shiny RNG on the IV was terrible, but I did pick up the background hundo from a random task, which was cool. And joy of joys, just for the sake of the joke, we got an XXL hundo, an XXL nundo, and a tiny shiny. And I really wanted to get a tiny shiny pecker on that community day just because I could say it on a video and on this podcast.
It's got a shiny tiny pecker.
Shiny tiny pecker. Would you believe it? Ian, did you get a shiny tiny pecker?
I didn't get a tiny shiny pecker. I did get 10 shiny peckers, of which one had the background. And Mark is on the money. I actually played it for just over 2 hours.
There you go.
Probably about 2 hours and 2 hours and 10 minutes. Not the whole community, but honestly, it was cold. I was absolutely freezing, and I'm not going to torture myself just to catch what is at best a mediocre Pokemon.
Not even
Granted,
that, mate.
The shiny is nice. Yeah, the shiny is nice. But
if Eevee's an F-rated, Pikipek's a P-rated,
definitely
isn't it?
A P-rated pecker.
Yeah. I'm saving myself for what we'll be talking about in a little bit in the nice, warm Southern Californian heat.
Pecker 2.0.
Yeah, it was an okay community day. I mean, people do like the triple XP bonus. Personally, Whitfield, you prefer the Stardust, but it was an okay community day for an end of year community day that you may not want to have invested a whole lot of time in. It wasn't a bad choice, and again, not a bad shiny.
Yeah, it's a good shiny family, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Like, we'll chat next week, obviously, when we talk about the December wrap up. But when you look at the pool of Pokemon that comes from Com Days this year, you think, that's bad.
I shouldn't say this because obviously we're meant to promote the game, and we all love Pokemon Go. So I'm actually feeling very ambivalent towards the December reroll event because there's not a lot in there that really makes me want to go out and play this for 2 days.
No. Tune back next week to hear us do absolutely nothing on 253.
Yes. Yeah, I know, but yeah, Ian's right in what he says, and so is Milo on that. Listen, we're not dissing the game. You know, we still love the game. Please, if you're listening to the show and you think, oh God, these guys are just being a bit negative about, we're not being negative about the game. I think community days have gone. It feels like they've pulled themselves back to a different level. I would normally be hyped about making space in my weekends to play it. Granted, this weekend that was never going to happen, but ordinarily I'd go December, got an opportunity, let's get out there and do it. And even I'm saying I'm going to do it. And then when you said, oh, you're going to be doing it today, and I'm like, oh, is it this weekend? I'm going, maybe not. But that isn't because we don't love the game. Jesus, don't think we're not going down that slippery slope.
We wouldn't have been here for the last 5 years if we didn't love the game. We really do love the game.
Yeah.
It's just community days aren't really the pull that they used to be. And it's a shame to say that, actually, because we love raid days, we love research days, we love community days, but they have to be worth you taking part. And I think this year has proven that people aren't as interested as they might be if you put a mediocre Pokemon out there.
Yeah, I would have had to pick a peck and research day. That would have been better.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah.
But we've talked about past events. Let's talk about, well, we're actually already a quarter way through, but let's talk about what you can find in Pokemon Go in December in part one of this week's
is the news.
So we're jumping straight into the December content, and with new seasons, we have new featured Pokemon, and we have new featured days of events. And I'm going to start with Max Battles because these Dynamax Pokemon it says may appear, actually. Will appear.
If you're lucky.
How dare I say that?
You might get what's on the article.
It does say that.
These Pokemon may appear in Max Battles throughout Precious Paths. They will also take over power spots for an hour each week on Mondays. Okay, there we go, from 6 to 7 p.m. So, from December the 1st to December the 7th, which will have gone by the time...
You will have had
2 more days, yes.
You will have had Darumaka.
Yeah.
From December the 8th to December the 14th, you will get the big snowflake Cryogonal.
Go for that, people.
Yeah, let's bring the snowy day in. December the 15th to December the 21st, everyone's favourite festive Pokemon Kabuto, which is found in the desert. or the Jurassic Coast. On December the 22nd to December the 28th, yes, it doesn't have its scarf, but Spheel's coming back. And imagine a D-Max with a costume. That'd be amazing.
It will happen.
Dynamax Sphere.
It will happen.
5 years,
It will happen
5 years
one day.
down the line. Roadmap. And on December the 29th to January the 4th, we have got the other fossil Pokemon, Omanyte. Look at that, hey.
Reasons to not go out in December.
Yeah, reasons to skip a Monday.
Yeah.
5 of them right, or 4 of them remaining right there. However, there's a little bit of joy, potentially, I'd say, with the 5-star raids for December. So it will have already switched over. We're waving goodbye to the eons of whatever it is, Unova. But we're sticking in Unova with the legendaries because Kyurem is here right up until December the 13th. And then we switch over to Reshiram with the 13th to the 22nd of December. And then to round out 2025 is our boy, Zeki. And of course, they can all be shiny. But again, there's no word on them having their exclusive moves. Boo. Sad times. And it's worth noting that the raid hours, Kyurem's got December the 10th, Reshiram is December the 17th, Zekrom is Christmas Eve raid hour, the 24th, and New Year's Eve, wink wink nudge nudge to 2026, Blacephalon is back, but only Blacephalon. There's no word of it being with Stack Attacker as well. So people are asking, is that going to be globally available or is it still hemisphere locked? Tune in 5 weeks' time to find out. Good stuff. Spoilers. And it is worth quickly mentioning that the Shadow 5-star raids, if you haven't seen, of course, are Heatran for December with a Shadow Shiny.
There we go. So we do also have mega raids as part of this December drop.
Oh, joy.
Buckle yourself in. These are something.
Undo your seatbelt, George Michael out the car.
Oh, they are something. So listen, the first part of the news is irrelevant because this is all finished. But as you're listening to the show, you will have had a week of Mega Aerodactyl, Mega Medicham and Mega Garchomp gracing the Mega Raid circuit. Hope you enjoyed them and got something good. But as you're listening to the show now, Mega Gyarados, as I always call it, Mega Gyarados is in to December the 13th. Gary, that's at 10 a.m. on these days, they change. Mega Abomasnow will be gracing us until December the 22nd at 10 a.m. And then the Christmas Mega is the Mega Glalie, which is actually a proper mean-ass one, to be fair. And that's going to give us till New Year's Eve at 10 a.m.
Ever wondered what a rhythm-based stealth game with dinosaurs might look like? Or a farming sim in space with zombies? Welcome to the Gaming Blender podcast. I'm Matt, and with my co-host Scott, we take a random game genre and random game mechanics, blend them all up, and pitch wild, totally hypothetical games you've never heard of, and maybe shouldn't. New episodes every other week. Hit play and unleash your inner game dev. No coding required. Search the Gaming Blender on your favourite podcast app now.
A bit of snowy mega action. The theme somewhat continues with the spotlight hours, but only at the latter half of December. So, Cranidos has been and gone. We had that tonight as we record. December the 9th is going to be Shieldon with 2x Catch XP. Then it gets a little bit spicy with Mienfoo or Mienfoo. However you want to pronounce this damn Pokemon. You can get 2x Catch Candy alongside of that on December the 16th. If Max Monday didn't tickle your fancy enough, you can get the Spheal of the Deal on December the 23rd as well, with 2x Evolution XP, so more Beach Ball action. And finally, I'm sure Adam from Lured Up will be out and about for this one, December the 30th, 2x Catch Stardust on the Stardust Boosted, a Delibird. Whether it will have a costume or not remains to be seen.
Nice.
Could be worse.
Nice. Yeah, could be worse, and some of these events means it potentially might be. We'll just be wrapping up December's Community Day weekend today, if you listen to this on Drop Day, and you'll still have a couple of days left on the Journey to Paldea event, which is somewhat underwhelming at the moment from what we talked about before the show. But then we move into events that are up and coming. So December 11th to December 16th, Well Armed is the event that is out. We'll talk about that. Actually, let's do it now, Whitfield.
Oh, great. Okay. Sure. In this event, the Well Armed event, of course, it's fighting type focused once again. And your debuts are both good and terrible at exactly the same time. So we've got Clobus, this punchy boxing.
Didn't we talk about this last week?
We mentioned it because it was on the season preview.
Ah, yes, yeah, that's right.
Clobberpuss,
or whatever it is. It's not a Bond movie title, but anyway, it was on the season preview, and they've done pretty much all the debuts instantly. It's all coming through in December, so you've got that Pokemon making its debut, and obviously its evolution. But alongside it, we've got the wonderfully terrible, in my view, Dynamax, to Hitmonchan, and to Hitmonlee.
The Hitmons, yeah.
Yeah.
Increased shiny chance, though, Milo.
Yeah, nah.
Nah.
You ain't going to fool me with that one, Scope Tick.
True. Will they fool you with the encounters of Mienfoo and Jangmo-o in the wild, which could be shiny?
That's all right. Don't have to take your deluded in versus them to battle.
Yeah, but that's if you do global challenges. The wild encounters before you unlock any global challenges are Poliwag, Machop, Makahita, and more. And you might even get Octillery, which
wow.
can't be shiny.
So it's fighting type and an octopus Pokemon.
So let's unlock those global challenges to make this event a little bit more tolerable, maybe.
For the love of God.
There's going to be field research tasks, the usual jazz, and by completing those, you can potentially earn fast TMs, charge TMs, of which I'm pretty sure you're just going to throw straight in the trash, and encounters with event-themed Pokemon, including Whitfield's favourite Dynamax Hitmonlee and Dynamax Hitmonchan.
Oh,
I think he'll do a video on this, Ian. I think he'll do.
Think?
I want to see D-Max Lee and D-Max Chan and see how they're playing.
It's interesting they're going to be in field research, but I would bet a pack of Pringles that they will be the quest of win a max battle.
Yeah.
Or win 2, as is typical.
Remember, once you pop, you can't stop. Not sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored.
I wonder where you were going with that slogan, Ian, but yes.
That's the old Pringles catchphrase
the
back
old
in the
Pringles.
day. Yeah.
Not down with the kids today, but if the boost of shiny Dynamax Hitmonlee and Chan wasn't enough, there is also 2x catch candy during the course of this event, in case you needed more candy of those.
You might do.
Didn't we literally just have an event that had them feature with the shiny boost in the wild? The Final Justice event.
Yes, I think so. And if you've got like $2 burning a hole in your pocket for $1.99,
keep it burning,
or the equivalent in your local currency, you'll get a cent change, and you'll be able to access a paid timed research, which means you do need to complete it before the event finishes. But completing will reward you 6 rare candies, 3 rare candy XL, 1,600, or as Americans say, 1,600 max particles, and more.
Do we get extra Ultra Balls if we go from the web store?
Yes.
Wait, is it actually Ultra Balls?
No, you don't. By going to the web store, you get 2 max revives and 2 max potions.
Wow.
Slightly better than 5
seriously.
Ultra Balls.
Wow.
So that is the well-armed event. On December the 14th, we have a Max Battle Day up and coming. And then we move into the Winter Holiday Part 1, December 18th through 24th, Christmas Eve if you're Christian. During Winter Holiday Part 1, there will be a Research Day on December the 20th. And then we move into Winter Holidays Part 2, which is where it really gets good, December 24th, or Christmas Eve if you're Christian, through to December the 29th. And then there is a winter weekend event, December 27th and 28th, which runs over the winter holiday part 2. And then we end December and move into 2026 with the New Year's 2026 event that runs from New Year's Eve, December 31st, up until the 4th of January.
That's cool. So that's kind of like the first event of 2026, really.
Yeah. So that is what you can look forward to for the remainder of the month. I think it looks potentially okay. What do you think, boys? We know the winter holiday event is normally one of the better events of the year.
Definitely. And there's a lot of focus on that because there's multiple weekend things in there. There's a research day sandwiched in. So I really hope they're going to kind of go with the winter holiday vibe for what is like 50% of the month. Battle Day.
True.
Yeah, let's see what happens with that. Let's see if it's going to be a repeat like we had with Lapras, or if it's going to be a new thing.
I would hope it was something new, not something recycled, but you never really do know.
You never know with Scopetic. The well-armed event, like, I'm sure we could have a new fighting type shiny Pokemon, not just D-Max shiny boost. Like, seriously, can the Hitmons get out of here? I'm done with them. I'm serious.
That's true. Well, we'll find out in like next week. We'll find out next week, I guess. But Whitfield, last week you won the game. You became crowned the Game Lord, and I put you
against
a challenge
my will
of bringing us a pub quiz. Did you follow through with said challenge? He did.
He's got the keys in. He asked for a copy of them, and I sent them in the post just to keep it a surprise.
He gave me the key to the log store round the back. So, welcome to my wood shack.
He's at the back side of the dog inn.
Here you'll find many.
It's not the side of the dog inn you want to be.
No.
The front door is a recycling bin, and welcome in.
It's not the palace of the dog inn.
No, it really isn't.
Okay.
It really isn't. But I will clarify, I didn't know for sure until Ian sent through show notes last night that
Faux
he was
show?
Faux show. Where's Snoop
Faux show.
That's because he doesn't write Snoop Dogg on them. So it's just
It
an
says SD.
abbreviation. Whereas
Because you're going to get
SD.
literally very little information on there.
SD to me is a memory card.
Yeah.
Oh, faux show.
There it is, Ian.
There we go. So do we have a theme to this pub quiz, Whitfield, or is it just a balls to the wall, anything
No,
goes?
there's no balls or any wall action.
Balls to the wall.
No translucent testes were meeting any kind of flat surface at all. Because you may remember eons ago that we were kind of... Eon Waterfall.
The Eon Trio.
We had a bit of a theme going with some pub quizzes that were relating to a letter of the alphabet. Marky
I remember we did some pub quizzes where you pulled them from Instagram Reels.
Yes.
He did, yeah.
So we had K with Marky for Kazakhstan. I did one on E, which featured Eurovision, Espresso, and other stuff to do with E.
Blocked all of this out.
And I think there was one on A for Australia, something like that. But today, because Ian challenged me and I didn't believe him until the last minute, we are going for the Ali G pub quiz. That's right.
Oh, no.
It's wicked, innit?
Oh, no.
So this is everything to do with things beginning with G, boys.
Okay.
And there's a...
Okay.
So if you boys are ready, there's 5 questions and a tiebreaker if we need it. Are you ready for G quiz?
You betcha.
Let's do it because we're going to have the Christmas pub quiz in just a couple of weeks, so we need to get ready. We need to get practiced.
Indeed. Your first question, boys, is how large is the current Guinness World Record holding gingerbread house? And that's measured in volume. So cubic feet, is it A, 31,000 cubic feet, B, 39,000 cubic feet, or C, 47,000 cubic feet? And I did check, yes, this is the thing. And of course, it's from the land of the free and the brave. So, Ian, would you pick A, B, or C for your answer?
I do not have a clue. I don't think anybody actually would. Just because it's the biggest, I'm going to go 47,000. Americans don't really do things small, do they?
No, they really don't. So there we go. Ian has picked option C. Marky.
I haven't got a clue.
I don't think anyone would.
So,
including me.
But I do agree with Ian. I don't think Americans do things small. So for that reason, I'm going to pick a different answer to Ian, but I'm going to go in the middle. I'll go for B.
Down the middle. I like it.
Down the middle.
Down the middle. Question 2. I need to find a soundbite for this one.
Ooh.
There is a legend surrounding this particular animal. They accidentally discovered what food that led to it being around by the farmers that owned the goats at the time and for the foreseeable future. So is it A, coffee, B, avocados, or C, chocolate? Or coca, I guess it is, or cacao. So, Marky.
So what was the actual question? I just heard a sound effect and then 3 options. What?
There's a legend or rumour It's not obviously verified because of how old it's been. But the legend goes that goats that were owned by farmers however long ago accidentally stumbled across because they noticed the goats were eating this stuff and they found this food.
Oh, right.
So A, coffee, B, avocados, C, chocolate or cocoa beans or whatever it is that's the standard. The base form before it evolves.
I have no idea. I'd go coffee.
You're going coffee. Okay, and Ian, are you sticking with...
I picked up on Milo saying the word food, whereas coffee technically isn't food. So I don't know if that's just
that's just me being an idiot,
or not.
You know.
Let's say I would go
not
again,
substance.
I would say C, cacao.
Okay, you're going le chocolat before it is chocolat. This is kind of what I want to do a pub quiz about the letter G, because the town of Grantham has many interesting facts to offer, as we've heard from Vassafal. But what were Clarkson, Hammond and May doing when they visited Grantham on Top Gear? Is it A, a cheap car challenge, B, a fuel distance challenge to London, or C, racing to Edinburgh? Ian, have a stab in the dark.
It is, because I actually do not even remember this episode of Top Gear. I would say probably the B, the fuel challenge.
Fuel challenge to London. Okay, so Ian has gone for option B.
Did you say something about racing a steam train?
I didn't mention steam train.
Because I remember them racing a steam train to Edinburgh, and I thought that was from Grantham. I remember that episode. But what were the other options?
So you got a cheap car challenge, fuel distance challenge to London, and racing to Edinburgh.
C. Yeah, Edinburgh. They raced to Edinburgh. C. That was because one of them was in a train, I think. One of them. C. Yeah, C.
Okay, Marky's picked C.
It'd probably be not that C. I just wanted to sound like I knew what I was talking about. Ian. Did you like that?
You might do. I remember watching the show. I don't remember that one.
It is a very specific segment from a very specific episode of the series.
So you mentioned Ian's town. Can you mention one of my previous places I've lived that begins with G, Milo, please? Thank you.
No. What I am going to mention...
Gleeds, yeah. Gevisers.
What I am going to mention is...
Gold member.
How much money did the movie Gold Member gross worldwide? And I'm hearing some keyboard.
Gross worldwide?
How many hands here?
I was hearing some keyboard action there. Gross worldwide. So we A, 213.3 million, B, 296.9 million, or C, 362.7 million. And let's go for Marky first.
I have no idea, but I'll go B.
Down the middle.
Down the middle art.
And Ian.
Justin Powers movies, they were very popular, but they were made on quite a low budget comparatively. I don't know the answer. I should know the answer because I like to think I do have some sort of an insight on movies a lot of the time. I'm going A. I think it's probably the lower end.
You're going for the lower figure.
Yeah, I'm probably wrong, but I think it's going to be, based on when there was released, I think it's going to be that lower end.
And the final question is, gentlemen, I want to see your hands in the jazz position up here. Question 5. In the Galar region, there is a gym leader called Milo.
Yes, there is.
But what Pokemon badge will you earn if you defeat me? Is it A, the grass, B, the fairy, or C, the psychic? And Vassa, take your pick.
I think it's the fairy.
You're thinking I'm a fairy, are you?
Mm-hmm. We did talk about this in Ealing just a few weeks ago.
That doesn't determine what happened in the game of the main series Pokemon, however many years ago. Anyway, Marky, what is your final
It's called
pick?
Foreshadowing, Whitfield.
I mean, I don't play any of the main series games, and I've got no interest in them either. So grass,
fairy, or psychic?
Grass.
You're picking grass. Okie dokie. Well, it's a very quick...
I wish I had time to play the main series games, Ian. That's just one of these things I just don't have a lot of. Do you?
Like we said over the years, I played the first 2. I never played the later ones.
Nah.
It doesn't take much calculation because Ian is a 0 out of 5.
What? What? How's what the Top Gear one that he's got wrong?
Absolutely zilch out of 5, and I'm afraid it is a complete, what do you call it, a whitewash, because Marky's got a 5 out of 5.
Wow. Wow.
Did I get the Top Gear one
You got
right?
the Top Gear one correct as well, which I'm frankly astonished by, because nobody should remember this apart from me.
Yeah, but they were guessing, Milo. There's a 1 in 3 of every single one. Like, I guessed grass. I guessed B.
The statistics of guessing 5
I didn't
right.
copy Ian for C on the first
No,
one.
so you
That's
didn't,
3 of them.
Yes, so you didn't copy Ian on any of them, and
No.
Ian didn't copy you on any of them. That's why it's so easy to look and calculate it. So there we go. It is a 0 for 5 versus a 5 for 5. Marky is game the Lord Hosty on his own showy.
It works so conveniently, doesn't it?
And we don't need my weird, whatever it is.
Do it anyway,
tiebreaker.
Milo. Do it anyway.
true.
Come on.
Tiebreaker.
Do it anyway. Come on.
Okay, well, this is very obscure. Roughly to what year is the oldest and technically argued between two of them board game in history? And there's a debate at the moment going on between two very old board games. One's called Senate and one's called the Royal Game of Ur.
What? I thought you said Monopoly and Trivial Pursuit. I thought I was going to
No,
go for there.
we're talking a very long time ago. So, I mean, just honestly, this one got me very surprised when I was looking up the random question. Maybe to what, like, century or something? Have a pick.
Okay, so century.
Yeah.
The first board games, basically.
First board
that were
games
created.
ever created. Like, what are kind of defined as a board game by...
So this is before Hasbro were around then, I'm assuming.
Yes.
It's immediately go like 1882.
This is before the Monopoly Man was a Monopoly boy.
So when we say century, Milo, do we define? Are we saying like first century, second century, third century, or are we talking like BC, AD? Or
Entirely up to you.
Okay.
I can't imagine there's board games done before the birth of Christ.
No, but there might not have technically been a board in the traditional thing that we think of. So it might be like a tree stump, and they've used like acorns, and they've created a game like that, and there's historical things of them. 900 AD, Milo.
Okay.
I don't even know where that lands in the timeline.
It's like Romans.
Yeah, Romans.
I'm sure the Romans were big players.
Had gold coins then.
Aye. So, Ian, are you going before or after 900 AD?
I'm thinking straight into my head came 18th century, but I have no idea.
18th century is very, very recent
Mm.
in terms of like overall. Well, Marky is the closest, but he's the wrong side of the baby Jesus. Because
It's the
reportedly, it's roughly between 3,100 and 2,600 BC is where these
They
two
didn't even
board
have
game
boards
things.
back then.
They could make things with wood.
They had electricity back then, Ian.
They may
Come
not
on.
have been called boards, but they certainly had stuff. So it's some very old, what would be described kind of as a board game with pieces and stuff that people used to play. And apparently, it's around that era. And there were two games up for contention. So there we go.
Can we buy those on eBay, Milo? Are they earning a lot of money now? Are they?
Yeah, I mean, scalpers have put the price up. That's for sure. But, but there you go. That makes it a 6-0. 6-0 win.
So, don't want to play this game anymore.
No more pub quizzes ever.
I just think that's the most random pub quiz ever, but I don't think I've ever got 0 out.
Oh,
of
don't
anything
you challenge
on
me.
this,
I can go more random.
Wow.
I challenge you actually to that, Milo.
Next week on Incense Podcast.
Anyway, let's move on before I say something I'm going to regret. So, boys, we've had a WhatsApp message. PayPal Simone's been back on.
It's been a while.
It has.
Hello. I'm back. And I'm here today
back.
with one of the most pertinent questions in society. If somebody offered you, let's say, £10 million, and bear in mind the interest on that alone would be enough to live very comfortably for the rest of your life. But there's a catch. To get this £10 million, you are only allowed to eat Tesco's meal deals.
Oh, that's a bit pricey.
Oh,
Breakfast,
good question.
Tesco's meal deal. Lunch, Tesco's meal deal. Dinner, Tesco's meal deal. You can have one of the premium £5 meal deals per day. The others have to be the standard £3.40 with a club card affairs. Want to go on holiday?
So assuming you have a club card.
Oddly specific
Better go
UK-based
somewhere
question.
near to a Tesco's. You can't buy all 3 meal deals in the morning. You have to go back to a Tesco's each time you wish to eat a meal deal. And that's it, really. Interested to know your thoughts. Me personally, I quite like a meal deal. I'm taking a 10 mil.
Is this a shower thought or something?
I think it must be. I'm
Would
not,
you
I'm not
rather?
really sure. But I actually like this because we've always said that the WhatsApp messages
Thanks for
can
sending
be
it
anything.
in.
They don't need to
Yeah.
be about Pokemon Go. So thank you, Simon. I definitely have my thoughts on this one, but let's see what the boys think.
So I didn't quite understand the full question because he said there was different options. You could pick one. And so what's he saying?
So
what's he actually
you
asking?
can have, if you can get £10 million,
Yeah.
but to get that, you can only for the rest of your life eat Tesco meal deals, but you have to go and buy each one individually. You can't just
Does it
stock
have to be the
up.
same one, does it? Does it have to be the same one every
he
time?
said you can have any Tesco meal deal, but you can't have one
If
premium
there's
one a
any
day.
combination, you can kind of have. There's a lot of different options. It's just
But let's face it, they're pretty much all sandwiches or wraps, and then like a bag of crisps or a chocolate bar and a drink.
So he's asking us, do we want the 10 million to do that, basically?
Yes. Would you accept 10 million if that's how you
Yeah.
want to live your life? See,
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat as Whitfield. I don't think I would because, firstly, I like travelling, and there aren't Tesco's everywhere in the world.
And very much
Secondly,
so.
although I like a sandwich, I couldn't live on sandwiches for the rest of my life.
Francesca, you're hilarious. No, you'll probably be dead after a couple of years. There's far worse things to eat than Tesco meal deals, and I'm sure we all eat them. So,
actually, I'm going to go out here.
And you have sushi as part of a meal deal.
Hot
It doesn't
take,
have to be a wrap.
I don't eat Tesco meal deals.
I don't go to Tesco if I can avoid it because it's just so expensive these days. It's cheaper to go to Marks
I
and
don't even eat
Spencer's.
Asda meal deals or Sainsbury's meal deals. I just don't do meal deals.
But Milo, the hot take on this is you've got £10 million, so you don't have to worry
Yeah,
about
but as
that.
he said, you can't stockpile your meal deals.
So you have to make
And
3
you
journeys a
have
day
to-
to Tesco.
You have to hope that you're near
Or
a
miss a
Tesco.
meal.
So it's like if we
Yes.
travel to, for example, LA
America, yeah.
for something,
They don't have Tesco in America.
you're going to starve to death.
Yeah.
And no matter how much you have 10 million quid in the bank, first of all, getting in customs is going to be a ball ache, but you will starve to death before you get to Kalos tour.
Yes.
There's bigger things in life than that. Listen, I think this is taking far too much time. The
Quite
question
possibly.
actually really
Unless you
warrants.
want to make your own, with the 10 million quid, you buy your own meal deal counter that's like transportable. So
you
you
wouldn't
can
be able to franchise it for that.
take it with you. Just claim it's part of Tesco.
I think for me, take away the logistics out of the way, because that seems to be the thing that you're focusing on. That's the only reason you wouldn't want to do it. The £10 million, the interest on £10 million is a lot of money. So you take away all the other things in life other than eating that you could do with that money that you can't do now. So what you're saying is, I'd rather pick where I can eat, because that means so much to me, or all the other things I could
what
do
I'm
with
saying is I'd rather not have the 10 million and have the freedom to do what I wanted rather than be held hostage in the
By
UK
PayPal Simone.
forever. Yeah.
Our lives are so happy we don't need the 10 million. So, yeah, we've got really good lives. So, yeah.
I haven't. I'm poor, but I still wouldn't want to be. I still wouldn't trade the luxury of eating elsewhere and travelling the world just for 10 million.
There we go. That's
Couldn't do
what
it.
Francesca said. You could pay someone to fly and grab one for you.
You can't though, because he said actually in the question that you have to go to Tesco.
Go to Ireland as well. You'd have to stay in the England. Tesco in the world.
Yeah, where are they franchised out to?
Oh, they're in Europe and Asia as well. Tesco's are. Okay, well that changes it somewhat.
Not enough to.
Yeah, but you love America. That's the problem. That's the
Not
that's
just
the riding
America.
factor on this.
I love Europe as well. I do like Europe, but no, I can't. I'm not going to change my answer based on the fact that I could go to Thailand or wherever.
So yes, for me, Simon, I could do a lot with 10 million, and I'd make a lot of people's lives better for it with 10 million. So
there you go.
And I like Tesco's meal deals. So
Well,
easy choice.
I think we've answered his question.
I think
You
we
didn't,
have.
Milo.
I
But
did.
Milo, I've got a question for you. What's happening at the back end of February?
Your birthday.
Yes.
Push the jingle.
It's the news.
Well, Milo is right. It is my birthday at the back end of February. It's Milo's in the middle of February, but more importantly, it is Kalos Tour. And this event has two parts. It has a live in-person event in 2 locations. Tainan, Taiwan will be the event in the east, and Los Angeles, California, more specifically Pasadena in the USA in the west. And the event will run February the 20th to the 22nd, 2026. And of course, after that, there will be a global event, which we'll break down in a second. So if you do want to attend the event in Tainan, the cost of your ticket for the event is 733 NT dollars. I'm guessing that's Taiwanese dollars. If you are going to the United States version of the event, a ticket will set you back the grand total of $25 US. There are limited time prices for these before they do go up in price, which is kind of nice to see. Currently, as we record, still available.
I think it's until the end of December from memory. That's when the ticket price will go up to $30 US. It may not be a surprise, certainly won't be considering how old the news is for you listeners at this point, but what is new for Kalos Tour? The Masterwork research is going to be for Shiny Diancie, which looks really nice. And we had a jolly good time when that was featured in GoFest 2023. That's going to be available with the Masterwork research for free or included if you go to the live event. And then an inclusion with the Masterwork research being part of the global tour ticket. So if you buy that thing, and it's live now, people have been buying them, the Masterwork research is included in that, unlike the last 2 or 3 tour events, I believe, where the Masterwork research has been its own ticket.
That's
and the
right.
gameplay's been
Yep.
free. But obviously,
you can
if
only
you
get one.
Yes, if you've been to LA or Tainan or wherever it is, you will only get one Diancie. So your Masterwork research is from the event that you attend first.
So we have got raids as part of this tour. 1-star, 5 stars, and megas. And in 1-star raid, we're going to get the debut of Shiny Honage, which is obviously exciting. Interesting little note, it says here that trainers without an active Pokemon Go Tour Kalos LA ticket or citywide gameplay add-on can participate in Honage raids, but they won't be able to encounter a shiny one until Go Tour Kalos Global. Well, we know that's normal, but does that mean, guys, if you buy one and then you can't go to the event, does that mean you might still get them if you remote raid it?
Possibly.
So we'll wait and see.
I think it'll be
on
geofenced, probably. I might be wrong.
And then 5-star raids, we've got Xerneas and Yveltal, the Bacon Bird.
Nice.
The tree Pokemon and the Bacon Bird. Lovely.
X and Y, coincidentally, which I think we talked about before.
Yes.
They're the ones. And then we've got some amazing mega raids. We've got Mega Gary, Mega Gardy, Mega Abby, and Mega Lucari.
Mega Luke.
Francesco's excited about that one, not that version.
No. Listen, we know the Megas are a little bit, Megas, they'll hit or miss with any event. But yeah, they are there. And if you want to take advantage of the event's 9 bonus daily raid passes, you can purchase the Raid Lover add-on, but we won't spoil that yet. That is the raids for you.
There we go.
And everything that we're going through, I think it's fair to say we've learned this over previous years. This is the base of the event. There will be, over the coming weeks, new parts of Kalos Tour that will be announced, potentially new megas,
Indeed.
new elements to the event.
Yes, there might even be a bit more later on in this very article. But of course, wild spawns are thankfully still a thing. And unlike all previous articles recently, they've actually said what's going to be completely available. So only 3 biomes this time, because Kalos is actually quite a small Pokédex because of all the megas and everything, I guess.
That's true. Well, it was mainly megas, wasn't it?
Indeed. And we are going to see a little return of a few Pokemon that aren't specifically from Kalos, but in the central village, you are going to find Eevee, that's not the DV, Chespin, Bunnelby, Fletchling, Orange and White Flower Flabébés, Skidoo, natural form of Furfrou, Spritzy, Swirlix, Heliopter, Copter, Dedenne, and Noibat. And if you are very lucky, you'll find the Pikachu wearing either Kalim's hat or Serena's hat. They're the costume Pikas. They look cool, actually. I like those.
They do actually look pretty good.
Then we've got Mountain Manor.
There's a lot of overlap.
Yeah, so don't worry, Eevee's turning up to this event. Yes. So there we go. But yeah, it does get better than that. You've got Fennekin, Litleo, Orange and White Flower Flababies, Pancham, Furfrou again, Esper, Carbink that's a relatively new shiny, Phantump, Pumpkaboo if you want to get some Halloween vibes over there, Bergmite and Noibat. Really are, yeah. And some traders might also encounter the same Pikachus. Calum and Serena's hats, which can be shiny.
Yeah, and you're going to see a lot of repeats here. I think it's becoming evident that this Pokédex has really been padded out. So in the Coastal Laboratory, which is the third and final of the biomes, Eevee, Froakie, the Orange and White Flower Flabebe, no mention of the other forms, interestingly. Natural form, Frou-Frou, Inkay, Binacle, Skrelp, Clauncher, Tyrant, Amora, Gumi, and the Noibat. And, of course, those two Eevees wearing Caleb's hat, not Caleb's hat, and Serena's hat, not Jeremy's hat.
Jeremy's hat. Now, of course, there are eggs, and this is where the whole thing of Mega Pokemon and their pre-evolutions kind of start to muddy the waters, because in the 2-kilometer egg pool, there isn't technically a single Kalos Pokemon. You'll be finding Larvitar and Bagon, Beldum and Gibble.
The Giblet.
The Gibble.
Well, fear not, everyone, because I found the other coloured Flababies.
Where?
What?
In 5-kilometre eggs. It looks like that's all you're going to get out of these 5-kilometre eggs as well. But you'll be able to hatch red, yellow, orange, blue, or white flower Flababies from the 5k eggs.
Anyway, moving on to the 10k eggs. These are, I want to say, slightly better, and actually they are, because 50% of the mons in these eggs are new shinies. Kangaskhan and Heracross, existing shinies that you can hatch from the 10k eggs. But new to Pokemon Go is the shiny Howlucha and the shiny Klefki. Yes.
Nice.
They will be the chasers.
Kangaskhan and Heracross is for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone will be hatching a Kangaskhan and Heracross.
Not that we've had raid days and things for them, but no matter, it's okay.
They're nice though, aren't they? Good to see those two new shinies come. So that's nice.
But Whitford, we've got some good news, haven't we? With
honestly,
the Incense.
People going to LA and Taiwan, your Incense encounters, if you've ever had a reason to pop an Incense that wasn't as good as this podcast, this is it, because the two Pikachus with the hats are popping off of them, but also some incredibly rare, and I think new shiny in one case, unknowns. A, X, Y, and I believe Z is a new shiny unknown.
Yeah, Z is a new shiny, I believe.
Yes, and obviously that's ZA, Legend ZA, or the main character AZ.
Or X and Y, yes.
And then X and Y for the main series games of Kalos. So there you go. Those are actually some really good unknowns. And obviously they can be shiny.
Yeah, that is definitely going to
be
the
the
case.
Lucky.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, if you're lucky. Yeah, I already know what's going to happen. I'm not going to do the accent,
Francesca's going to get all the shinies.
I got the fifth X unknown and Zs.
Catch enough Zs.
And then he's also going, I want the shiny K, but we'll talk about the shiny K later.
Yes, we will. There are snapshots available for Kalos. And if you take a snapshot during the event, a costume Pikachu may surprise you. It may surprise you.
May.
And you can get up to 12 event-themed Ghost Snapshot surprise encounters per ticketed event day.
Really?
So not 5, Marky.
Not 5, not 1, not 3, but 12.
12's
do you want to know something? I always forget
to
do my snapshots, whether it's 1, 5. I'll even forget to do them when there's 12 snapshots.
I'll remind you.
But one thing I hopefully won't forget to do is the timed research.
Not again, anyway, Ian. You've learned from that.
I think I've learned over the years, but one never can tell. But the timed research, this is where it does get a little bit more tasty. So taking part in the tremendous timed research, basically, it's a timed research that if you go to LA or Tainan, you can get the Furfrou versions with the Star Trim, the Diamond Trim, the Loren Trim, the Kabuki Trim, the Pharaoh Trim, and the Heart Trim. Boys, JT Valor went around the world for nothing.
Well, as we say with everything in Pokemon Go, eventually it becomes available for free globally. Just give it enough years.
Yeah, well done, JT. I hope you enjoyed that little trip.
Everyone's going to catch up. Now, the bonuses and features, the in-game exclusive bonuses for ticket holders, obviously, as Marky mentioned with the Honage raids, if you don't have a ticket, you're kind of stuffed. So, if you have a ticket for the events, you'll first of all be getting an increased chance of encountering shiny Pokemon. I should hope so.
I would certainly hope so.
Yeah, you'll also be getting half-hatch distance for eggs placed in incubators during the event.
This is a pretty standard one for live events, but you're going to get up to 6 special trades to be made during your ticketed event day. And of course, you do need to pick a specific date for park play.
Indeed, but I don't know if that means if you buy the 2 city day add-ons, that will count as event days.
There's no asterisks or arrows or special characters that insinuate that it's anything other than your event day.
Carrots.
Yes, yeah.
However, a bit of carrot and stick to go with your special trades is the half trade cost for trades during the event.
And you'll also get up to 9 daily raid passes per day from spinning photo discs at gyms.
Yes, and one other thing that we do need to mention, this is a Pokemon Go Live event. Your base ticket isn't all you need to buy. If you want to get the most out of Kalos Tour at a live event, there are bonuses. You can buy the Raid Lover add-on, the Egg Enthusiast, and the Citywide gameplay, which will put your 25 ticket up to around about $100.
Yeah, they are quite costly add-ons, but they really do, as we've demonstrated and talked about endlessly, massively expand and open your gameplay experience of these events. So highly recommend doing the splurge, shall we say. And yes, you can buy extra add-on days to make it a 3-day event.
There are also going to be some routes. Yes, get out there and explore.
Routes.
No, routes were English. White Flower Baby, Orange Flower Baby, and Yellow Flower Baby will appear more frequently on routes throughout the day, throughout the city, I should say, during Pokemon Go Tour Kalos, LA. Plus, you lucky people, you can collect Zygarde cells if that's your thing, and encounter Mateo if that's your thing, at the end of up to 25 routes per day. Wow. But please note, no routes will be accessible at the Rose Bowl Stadium or the Brookside Golf Course.
Oh.
That's the Brooksish Golf Course.
Golf Course.
Basically, you need to do them during your citywide gameplay.
So really, that's like if you buy the citywide gameplay 2 days.
Yes. But boys, there is some good news.
What?
Well, Francesco, I'm pretty sure he's going to be foaming at the mouth with the official merch that's available for Kalos Tour, because I'll be honest, it looks absolutely fan-bloody-tastic. And there are T-shirts, hoodies, tote bags, and more.
Pins.
Yeah, pins. It looks great, actually. The design is fantastic. And I said I wasn't going to buy another Pokemon Go T-shirt because I just seem to collect them. And this one I'm going to break that for because they do look
You're going
to
collect this one
so
too.
Good.
Collect it and not wear it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think I'll wear it. I think I'll need to wear it for one of the days of the event.
Yeah, certainly for
I don't know if I'll be
global.
buying the hoodie. Definitely be buying the T-shirt.
T-shirt.
Francesco has actually gone into the live chat and said it's fire. The tour ones are always good.
Technically, it's fairy and dark flying because it's Xerneas and Yveltal on it. It's a shame it's not the bacon bird on there, but obviously they wouldn't put the shiny on the T-shirt.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Pokemon Go's not about the shiny Pokemon.
No, absolutely.
Remember that.
It's not. No, it's about the
journey.
Yeah, copy-paste, really. 1-star raids, we've got Honage, but we have also got the Pikachus that are going to be in there.
Of course they have.
A little bit different for the Globals. Yeah, wearing Caleb and Serena's hat. And again, the 5-star raids are very, very much copy and paste. Xerneas and Yveltal.
Fabulous. And when it comes to the Global Tour Mega Raids, I hope you liked that Max Finale layout because they are hour rotating and also split over the days. So, deep breath, boys.
Here we go.
To quote Billy, here we go. On Saturday, February the 28th, that might be Ian's lucky day, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. is both Mega Charizard X and our favourite, Y.
Yes, then 11 to 12 p.m. will be Mega Pidgeot.
From 12 to 1 p.m. we've got Mega Garchomp.
Then over the time that people probably have some lunch, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. is Mega Gardevoir and Mega Gallade.
Yeah. And if you like that kangaroo, well, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. is your time because Mega Kangaskhan will be in Mega Raids.
And then 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. you've got Mega Venusaur and Mega Blastoise.
Wow.
Kanto at Kalos. Love it.
And that's Kanto done for Saturday. But from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., you're going to find Mega Lucario. Not the Z version, the normal version.
Yep, and 5 p.m. till the close of the event, 6 p.m., Mega Latias will be in your Mega Raids.
I like how it says "and more" at the bottom as well. You're like, so is this rotation kind of just non-purposeful?
It does make you wonder, doesn't it?
One thing that won't make you wonder, because we're going to tell you now, is Sunday, March the 1st, because same times, different Pokemon. And 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on the Sunday, we'll see Mega Sceptile and Mega Blaziken and Mega Swampert.
Ah, the Hoenn trio. Lovely.
Yeah, brilliant.
From 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. noon, it's going to be Mega Scizor.
Yep. And while you're having your lunch, you probably won't want to have your lunch if you're doing Mega Rays, because 12 p.m. till 1 p.m. is Mega Titar.
1 to 2 p.m. Mega Absol.
Definitely have your lunch then, folks, because afterwards, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. is Mega Heracross.
You do not want to miss 3 p.m. till 4 p.m. It's Mega Metagross.
4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Mega Salamence.
And to finish off the whole event, although not quite, according to this article, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. is Mega Latios. And more.
Wow. There's
more.
There's a lot going on there. There is a lot going on there. Because there probably will be, and we've hinted earlier that there probably will be more Megas that haven't been announced yet.
It would be a perfect time to drop maybe some Legend ZA stuff, but we'll wait to see.
That's what I think. That's what I think. But moving on, we've got some wild spawns in Global, and again, I think we said earlier, Whitfield, that these are not necessarily Kalos focused.
No, they're really, really not. If you looked at that mega list and thought, what comes at the beginning of that evolution line? Well, in the Central Village habitat, you'll be finding Coops' favourite, Bulbasaur, Pidgey, Eevee,
yes.
My personal favourite, Trico, Ralts, Chespin, Bunnelby, Fletchling, Skidoo, Furfrou in its normal, natural form, Spritzy, Swirlix, Helicopter, Dedenne, and Noibat. So a lot of non-Kalos.
I really am surprised at how many aren't Kalos at this event. It's interesting. Mountain Manor, you've got Charmander, Scyther, Eevee, Torchic, Absol, Fennekin, Litleo, Pancham, Natural Form Furfrou, Esper, Carbink, Phantump, Pumpkaboo, Bergmite, and Noibat.
Pumpkins, ice cubes, and bats.
Yeah. And does it get better in the Coastal Laboratory? Well,
no,
not really. It's actually very similar to the live in-person events, with the exception of a few non-starters in there, or actually starters, I should say. Squirtle, Eevee, Mudkip, Froakie. They're your starters for 10. Then you've got Natural Form Furfrou, Inkay, Binacle, Skrelp, Clauncher, Tyrant, Amora, Gumi, and Noibat. The global event does not look strong.
It is giving me Max Finale kind of horror vibes of just Pokemon that are featured elsewhere, but then they just put them there for candy. So, yes. And it is copy-paste for the 2-kilometer eggs. You're still going to be finding Larvitar, Bagon, Beldum, and Gibble. And copy-paste for the 5-kilometer event eggs, although you may want to chase those different shiny Flabebe from the regionals, because certainly us in the UK, we need the yellow and the blue. And your 10Ks are exactly the same as well. The 2 mega regionals from Kanto and Johto, and then finally the interesting ones of Horlucha and Klefki. All can be shiny.
Yeah, but there was a slight variation, which I was hoping there'd be some sort of difference between the 2 events. Incense encounters. Yes, because you don't get the Pikachus or the Incenses for the global event, but you do get the Unknowns spelling out Kalos. So Unknown A, K, L, O, and S. Alcos. There's another way you can spell that.
I was going to say that spells
Aklos.
Aklos or Alco.
That's my favourite region.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think as Ian said earlier, the K is definitely something to have a bit of a chase on there. Devalue those Ks now. So that's good.
Oh,
yeah. It's the shiny K that Francesca was blackmailing me about. Actually, Go Wild.
So it's from Nagasaki, wasn't it, for the Go Wild event that was out there?
So Francesco, your shiny K is not going to be worth as much as you thought.
I think it was this W who you were trying to steal.
The Z and the X will be chasing now. But boys, timed research. There's there's a lot to go at in this one. So for the timed research, depending on your location, you'll be able to select a trim and change Furfrou into that trim for the remainder of the event. Normally, Furfrou can change its trim only in certain areas around the world or during special events. So take this opportunity to try out a new look. Now, if you're in the Americas, you'll be able to select the Star Trim, Diamond Trim, La Reine Trim, Kabuki Trim, or Pharaoh Trim.
If this gets confusing, we highly recommend looking at like Leak Duck or Couple of Gaming with an infographic that will be a damn sight clearer than this article, because in Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and probably India, that they always leave off of this, you'll be able to get Star Trim, Debutant Trim, La Reine Trim, Kabuki, and Pharaoh Trim. So all the ones that are not in the region.
Yeah, you see why infographics are a good thing. In the Asia-Pacific region, you can get the Diamond Trim, the Debutante Trim, the La Reine Trim, the Kabuki Trim, or the Pharaoh Trim.
And if you're in France specifically, you can get the Star Trim, Debutante Trim, Kabuki Trim, or Pharaoh Trim.
If you're in Japan, you'll be able to get the Diamond Trim, the Debutante Trim, La Reine Trim, and Pharaoh Trim.
And if you're in in Egypt.
They're easily confused.
You can get the Star Trim, the Debutante Trim, the La Reine Trim, or the Kabuki Trim. Interesting.
The Great Pyramid of Ealing Green.
Yes, indeed. Now, bonuses for the global event are as such. You will get Mega Evolved Pokemon will receive a CP boost. This is for all trainers, by the way, not necessarily people with tickets.
So even if you don't buy the ticket that includes the Shiny Diancie for global, you'll still get half-hatch egg distance if you incubate an egg during the course of that time window.
And then all trainers will also receive the following bonuses and rewards between 12 a.m. and 11:59 p.m. local time and event days. You'll be able to make up to 6 special trades per day.
And 1/2 Stardust cost for those trades, or any other trades that you do during the day, during those hours.
Lovely. And this might be why you want to spend the money on the ticket, because as we know, if you have a ticket attached to an event, typically this first bonus actually exists, an increased chance of encountering shiny Pokemon. And one Ghost Snapshot surprise encounter per day when taking snapshots during the event. Latias may appear on the Saturday and Latios may appear on the Sunday. I don't know why they put May if there's one snapshot a day and each of them's attached to one day of the event. You know, you could get Latios or you could get Slackoff. Who knows?
Maybe it's just to cover if it all goes wrong and you get like a Pikachu, maybe.
A Pikachu and a Latios.
Yeah, the wording is very political these days from Scopetic. You might get it. Depends if we turn it on.
Community Day, you might get a Pikipek if you know. Well, fear not, because there's going to be an opportunity wherever you play it globally to get out and explore some routes. Yes, Flababy, and we've got a little star here, will appear more frequently on routes throughout the city during Pokemon Go Kalos Global. This is very much locked to where you're playing it, unfortunately. So the red flower will be appearing in Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. The blue flower, Asia Pacific region, and the yellow flower Flababy will be appearing in the Americas. And if you're lucky, you might encounter the white or the orange one, no matter what region you're in. Like Community Day, you can get the white and the orange ones.
Yay.
Knock your socks off. And you can also collect Zygarde cells and encounter Mateo at the end of the day for up to 25 routes a day.
Dear God.
Brilliant. Yeah, check back soon for additional info.
They want people to get lots of Zygarde cells during this event, you can tell. So something, I reckon, will be happening with Zygarde. Yeah. Could we
that's it.
Potentially be getting Mega Zygarde?
It's not beyond the realm of reason. I don't know whether they may do another Zygarde or something later down the road, but it's a good chance to get some Zygarde cells if you haven't been doing them. However, there is one key thing with the route system that they haven't outlined here as far as I've been able to read. You can only get a Zygarde cell off of a route your first time of doing it.
Yes.
Once you've done that route and you didn't get a Zygarde cell off it, I don't believe you can get a repeat and get a route and a Zygarde cell
unless it's
off of the
adjusted
same
for
one.
Kalos Tour.
I hope it is, but again, that's not in their typical black and white info.
Yeah, but they do end all of these articles by saying, check back soon for additional info. So we know there will be more coming that will make this an even better event because let's face it, the in-person ones look fire. The global one at the moment looks a little lackluster, but I think there's going to be some things coming that really do make it worthwhile.
We've got to, in a way, hope so, because you may remember when the initial information for Sinnoh came out, it seemed a little bit lackluster, but then they added in the stuff from Hisui with the Origin, Palkia, and Dialga, and they added all the Hisuians and the time distortion, different biomes and different spawns, which was really interesting and cool.
And that is the problem, isn't it? Kalos is a bit of a... It's not the best.
But this still falls
It does.
in that bracket, though, because it's got a Legends game attached, but it only adds some new megas. There's no new theoretical Pokemon, and stuff's still getting released.
I definitely think there's going to be something ZA related that drops. That kind of has to be.
I hope so. Make a Dragonite for you, Ian.
No, I don't need those little flappy ears. No, please don't. Right, let's jump into shinies.
Well, let's move from something that's new to something that's a staple part of the show. So the bit where you can be involved, it is, of course, our favourite section, Shinies of the Week.
And now it's time for my favourite section. The people are not idiots. It's time for your Shinies of the Week.
I only know who this is because Ian told me. Who do you think that was, Mark?
I don't know.
That's AI Gordon Ramsay.
That is...
Was it Gordon?
Apparently it's Gordon Ramsay, somehow.
Now it's time for my favourite section. It's time for Shines of the Week.
Shines of the week.
Well, a little bit quiet on X, so I'm going to pick the one and only one that is on there for this week. Jedi Knight has put getting a random screen recording of some sparkles and realising I stopped recording it too soon. However, it turns out it was a wild background shiny. Hashtag Pokemon Go, hashtag Shines of the Week. A 1-star shiny background P.E.K.K.A. Well done with your shiny Pikipek.
Lovely. We all love a background
Yeah,
P.E.K.K.A.
who doesn't love a P.E.K.K.A? Well, actually, everybody loves a P.E.K.K.A, but Darren Wykes on the Incense Campfire loves a little more than a P.E.K.K.A. He loves Lugia. Gone away for the weekend and have 2 power spots at the hotel and just caught this Shinty 8 Lugia, which is the Dynamax Lugia that was on this past weekend. Yeah, well done, Darren. GG's for a very, very good bad Pokemon.
Very, very good.
It's a good
bad
one.
Pokemon.
It's really good. And of course, I've got to jump into our Patreon exclusive Discord. Dwayne Del Hazard X, we have to give this a mention. Snap Shundos with the Italian support. It's a Shundo Pikipek.
Well done.
Caught in Ealing. Yeah. Congrats to you
Thank
two.
You very much to everybody for sending in your Shiners of the Week, and there will be more, I'm sure, next week. Anyway, moving on. Thank you very much for sticking with us for the last probably about hour and a half of episode 252. We do sincerely thank each and every one of you for listening to us, and I hope you come back next week for episode 253. We're getting closer to Christmas, and we are also in a position where we're probably not going to be doing a video Christmas show because we are still sub 900 subscribers on YouTube, boys.
Segment.
Sad.
Less edited for us, Whitfield.
That is true. Thank you, listeners.
Thank you for our Christmas
saving
present
our
of
Christmas.
not subscribing, so we don't need to make a video show. Anyway, we will be back next week, but we do, before we go, have a few people that we want to thank. We want to thank you for listening. We want to thank everybody that supports the show through our Patreon. So thank you to our bronze tier members. We really do thank you so very much for being there. But we also want to thank our and our members. And first up, we will thank our
gold member.
Yes, our gold members are JB, Kerry, and Zachary Barside 2, Mandy Croft, Mr. Mossam, Mufti, Dean, DHL, Master Laxus 42, and Damon Mac 08. Quite a few of which were in the actual live chat tonight for the recording.
It's been smashing to have you
It
here.
has. But we also do want to thank those of you that are on our and you are Del Hazard X, KLXVI, Spindiana, Laurie Beck, Steve in Norway, CC is Mad, Saul Haberfield, Lizzie George, Sander van der Drieser,
Neon,
Net, Ellen Rushton, James Alexander, Northern Soph, Tom Cattle, Charlie Todd, Robert Wilson, Miss Summer of 69, Malcolm Grinter, Geordie Castell, The Hot Weasel, Shiny Ikea Mom, Tony of Pride, Joan Ho, Malcolm Burgess, and Mr. Jackal. Thank you very much for being on our silver tier. But there are two more people that we really do want to say thank you to. They're our backstage team. They are the people that do all of the administration and make sure that the podcast stays firmly focused on what we need to be doing. They are Francesco, the Italian support, also known as I Am Pyrus, and Sue, the ninja, Hermes Ninja. Thank you very much for everything you do. It really is appreciated by the three of us. And that is it. Episode 252 in the can. We will be back next week where Mark is in the driving
But wait,
seat.
Ian, you have some terrible news.
Yeah, I kind of do.
What?
He does.
Next week's Max Monday is cryogonal.
Gonna cryogonal yourself to sleep.
I do. Most
Cry me
days.
an ogonal.
Yeah, I do most days.
Guys, I've got some news which is probably just slightly better than Ian's news, but doesn't mean it's good.
What?
Yeah, December the 9th, Spotlight Hour, Shieldon with 2 times catch XP.
Yeah, that's not better, Marky.
Wow. And finally, boys, there's some news.
What?
The radar that we mentioned earlier in the show, in case you've forgotten, have the memory of a Goldine. December
We're
the
not going
10th,
past Whitfield.
it's going to be Curim.
Milo, don't be that. Don't be that one. Don't.
The radar is Goldine.
He's gone, Ian. He's gone. He's been that one. He's
And
been it.
on that bombshell. Actually, no, I'm not going to say bombshell. I was going to say bombshell. Because Whitfield went all go-cast, I'm going to say, and on that terrible disappointment, we'll be back next week. Thank you very much for listening.
I thought you could say on that Bombardier, Ian.
No, we're not go-cast.
On that
No, we're not
Bombardier.
go-cast.
No, we're not.
Roll the credits. Roll the credits. Go. See you next week.
End.
I choose you!